Was good, was good, was good, man. We back with another episode of a conversation with CamJ, man. And today, man, is featuring my dog, man, Monte Traore, man, out of Fairfield High School, man. My dog, 2026 class, defensive lineman, man. How you feeling, my dog?
Man, I'm feeling good, working hard, in and out the gym 24/7. That's all I'm doing, man.
Facts, man. I already know, man. So I know y'all been putting in a lot of work, man, going into this off
Yep.
season, getting ready for the preseason and everything, man. So salute to you
Sir.
for just being able to come on and give me some of your time for sure, man. Definitely just
Sir.
wanted to build with you. You know what I'm saying? Push you out here. You know what I'm saying? Get you know what I'm saying on the platform as much as possible, and we build it. We got a lot of things in the works between me and you and the Fairfield gang. You feel me?
Oh
So
yeah,
it's definitely gonna
I'm
be
happy.
fun, man. So definitely, man. So just to just to build a little dialogue, man. Um, this past season, man, 2020, 2025 year, well, 2024, 2025. You know what I mean? You had a great season, man, and definitely, I know you definitely building and ready to build
Yes,
more going into this senior year, man, for sure. So definitely
sir.
excited about what you got in store for this senior year. So
Yes, sir.
just to give a little dialogue to the peoples out there, man. Just tell us about a little bit, how you got started in football, your early life, for as little league, middle school, on up to where you at now.
So I ain't start playing football till my eighth grade year. Before that, I played soccer and I do martial arts as well. I started eighth grade year. I wasn't really that good, of course. So played O line my eighth grade year, going into ninth grade year. Started both ways, D line, O line. And then going into my sophomore year, I was gonna start D line, and then stuff happened. Then I ended up starting on the opposite side of the ball at O line, and then now I'm here now, and I'm starting D line. The past 2 years, and yeah, just trying to like improve. That's all I've been working on is improvement, improvement, improvement. That's all that's been on my mind is improvement. Ever since I started in eighth grade. Once I started in eighth grade, I fell in love with the game.
Facts, man. So you didn't get to play little league when coming up.
Nah, nah.
Ah, that's crazy. So that's dope though because you starting off in the middle school, you know what I'm saying? You was able to you grab it seemed like you grasped the game fast, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
as far as,
Yes, sir.
how to play the game and stuff. And then, looking at your size and everything, you being, 6'2", 240, you know what I'm saying,
Yes,
it's being solid up there, man, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely good for the potential for it. You know what I mean? Because I know it's
yes,
definitely
sir.
people looking at you and everything, man, for sure. So, just get into this year, man. As far as this past year, man, um, it was had you played 7 games last year?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ended up getting injured during the season. The crazy part is it wasn't a huge injury. I ended up breaking my toe out of everything. And
Oh
how the trainers
wow.
explained it to me, yeah, how the trainers explained it to me, I broke my big toe. And they said if I broke any other toe, I'd be able to play, but I ended up breaking the one toe that I can't play on. So that was a tough time.
Man, facts, man. And just looking at the stats, man, you had 15 total tackles, 11 solo, 4 assisted, what I'm saying, 3.5 tackles for loss, you know what I mean, this past year, which is, I know the stats, if you would have played the full season, what I'm saying, you would have had, the stats would have been up and everything.
Yes, sir.
But this, yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. I just say like last year was a rough year for sure, but we coming back this year way stronger, way harder. So no doubt.
Absolutely, man. So I just want to share, I want to put, this little clip of, some of your work from this past year, man, just to show
Yes, sir.
first. I mean, so people get familiar. You know what I mean? Right here. Hold on. Yeah, that last play, that I ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite one right there. When you came and cleaned up right there, man.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, oh, that got me hyped looking at that last play, man. For sure. I like, damn, he came up and cleaned up clear right there. Yeah, man. So I can see you out there just watching you, bro. Like your instincts is very well. As far as you got great vision and IQ out there, and you got great leverage too. You know how to create leverage down there in the trenches very well, man. So just tell me how your experience, as far as switching from O line to D line, amongst you playing.
now I gotta say is playing the opposite side of the ball is way more like mental, a more mental game, knowing all the plays, knowing all the calls, whereas defensive side is more physical. Oh, you also got that mental aspect, but also on offense, how I look at it is one guy can mess up and offense still score, but defense, one guy messes up, they can score a touchdown. And so we need all 11 guys on defense working together all at all times. And I just love the physical aspect of defense. I'm a type of guy. I grew up with a little in gear shoes. I'm gonna be honest, and defense just helps me release them, like
Right.
the physicality.
Release all of that anger out. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah, for sure,
express the feelings on the field, man. I
for
totally
sure.
understand for sure, man. So, um, so this bagging up. So far as with Fairfield, man, y'all got a new coach. Of
For
course,
sure.
Coach Kraus, he done moved on to where he's retiring and from coaching and education as well, man. Tell me a little
So,
bit about the experience with Coach Kraus, as far as your
uh,
experience with him.
it was a good experience. He pushed me to a lot of my limits. Like, I mean, he would get on me about a lot of stuff, and I think, man, like this guy's just pissing me off. Like, and then I just came to the realization he's just pushing me, man. Like he's one of the reasons why I'm where I'm at right now. And I can say that for
Right,
sure. He pushed me 24/7. When I would eat lunch at school, I'll go into his office and eat lunch with him and talk to him about the game and stuff like that. So he's a good one. And it low key hurt when he was gone, but then like, hey, stuff happened. You got to make adjustments and move on, man.
right. Yeah, when I first heard the news, it was like it was just the timing of it, pretty much, because
Yeah,
it was like you guys is getting ready to head into summer ball and stuff, and for the preseason and everything. So I thought it was more so just the timing of the situation. But
yes,
it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to finish the whole year out for our school, and then go off into the sunset, man. And
yes, sir.
I appreciate Coach Crouch for everything he's done for you guys and over the years at Fairfield for sure. He's the most winningest coach in Fairfield
Yeah,
history. So salute to Coach Crouch for everything he's contributed to the Fairfield community for sure. And I'm saying that as alumni, you know what I mean? So just me watching outside looking in for sure. And with the new coach, man, you got Coach Justin Roden, man, from Oak Hills, man. How you feeling about Justin Roden, man, so far?
At first we was iffy about it, or personally I was iffy about it, but then when we finally met him, he brought in a whole different energy. Like he's ready to go. He came in and just told us straight up, man, I ain't come here to lose games. I came here to win. And you guys got talent. And basically he was like the past 2 years, I don't know what happened with Fairfield football, but with all this talent, I don't understand how a team could go down like that. And he was like, I'm here to
Right,
bring it back to where it was, to be one of the best teams in the GMC in the state at that too. So
right,
he's
right.
he's he's turning a lot of these young pups into dogs too. Like when he came in, a lot of these young pups, their attitudes changed real quick. So
Right, absolutely, man. And Coach Roden, coming over from Oak Hills, Oak Hills, they've been okay the past couple years. You know what I mean? So him rising in the coaching industry out here in Cincinnati in the high school um, levels right now, definitely, big move for him coming over to Fairfield. Fairfield is one of the biggest schools in Ohio, probably top
oh yeah,
five as far as attendance. You know what I mean? And we
yes sir,
already know that. It's a big move for him to come over and coach you guys up, especially you into your senior year, man. So this is definitely a
yes
big year, and I'm expecting Coach Roden to do some great things. Man, I've been hearing some great things from you and Gabe and some of the other guys about him. So I'm definitely excited for what he has in store for you. So did Coach Roden keep some of the guys on staff from last year, or he
yeah.
brought in like a lot of new people from his old staff or whatsoever?
So basically, what he did, he basically kept everybody on the staff we had originally, and he brought in his defensive coordinator. We also brought in a tight end coach with him, a receiver coach, and his offensive coordinator. And
Okay.
we're all like iffy about it. Like we got to make adjustments because, like, of course, when Coach Krause was here and like we were doing what we were doing, we was having fun with it. It was working. We knew what we were doing, and then they came in and it was like, dang, like we got to make adjustments, and but that ain't stop us. We made adjustments quick, and now we're back in the game. We're back in the game. We know what we're doing. We know everything. Yeah, we just ready to roll. To be honest, I'm just ready to roll, man.
Right. So systematic wise, let me ask: did they change? Is it much of a change this year as far as defensive scheme this year?
Nah, we're still running that 50 look on the defensive side. It's just changing like
Okay.
calls. Some calls have changed. Like they changed the name of some calls. That's basically it for real. Offensively
Right.
wise, um, I it's just both sides of the ball just changing call names, like getting used to the call names, the new call names, and all that stuff. But like we got it down pat. We ready to roll.
Right. Absolutely, man. So okay. So let's go on with it. Let's get have some little fun questions. I got some fun questions for you. So favorite college football team?
Well, I'm gonna have to go O State. I'm gonna have to
O
go O
State?
State.
Okay, okay, yeah, for sure. You know, I'm the same way. I'm a big Ohio State fan. Day one. Of course, me and my guys, we got Ohio State podcast. We do every Thursday where we talk Buckeye football and the whole landscape of college football, man. So I'm a big Ohio State guy, through and through for sure, man. And
Uh,
favorite NFL team?
Philadelphia Eagles all the way. I'm from
The
Philly, and
Eagles.
I just
Okay.
since birth I've been with Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, so I know you was mad excited last year when they won the Super Bowl this year, early this year, man.
Yeah.
How you feeling about the Eagles going into this year?
Oh, I mean, we made some changes, but like knowing how we rolling, those changes not gonna mean none. We still coming in back hard. We still come back hard, and we come back for the ring again. I don't care what nobody said.
That-
Kansas not stopping us. We already beat them once. The refs not on their side no more. So we all good, man. We coming back for it again, back to back.
Absolutely. Yeah. How you feel about Ohio State going into this season too? Let me ask you that too.
Um, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I can't wait to see J-Smith play. He's gonna have a lot of
Yeah,
improvement. Like already how he played his freshman year, thinking about how he's gonna do his sophomore year, gonna be way better. Like I won't be surprised if that kid's the Heisman contender in his sophomore year.
absolutely. Yeah, they already have them high up on the Heisman list for us the preseason already, and then
So
they just announced that they got him as a 99 overall on the college football game, man. Which is crazy. Me and my guys was talking about it on the show last night, and I was like, 99 overall is crazy, but I mean, he's really him. He's really that guy.
yeah. I mean, hey, I love I mean, I don't really watch football that much, but when I get a chance to, like I really like to watch the game, like how it's played at different levels. Like it really is different. Like I remember talking to one of the college guys about the difference between D line and stuff like that from high school to college level, and the guy was just like, in high school they want you to do this and clean up for your linebackers, so your linebackers gonna make a play, but in college they're just like they let the D line loose. They want the D line to make those plays, and it's just like a huge difference compared to the other things. Give me 1 second. Let me
Absolutely.
call my dad.
You all good. You all good. You all
Yeah,
good.
I don't think he knows I'm in this.
He,
Nah. All right, love you. Bye. My bad.
you all good. You all good. So yeah, man. So all right. So going in to the season, man. So tell me some things, um, some different things you doing to improve your game this year, as far as your senior year.
um, Stretching. Stretching has been a big thing for me because I've been really tight. I also have like really bad patellar tendonitis in both my knees from my hip
Yeah,
flexors and stuff being tight. So stretching is being a big thing. Weight room too. Weight room's been really big for me. As well as just field work, just the top three basic things: field work, working on my knockback, working on staying low, working on keeping leverage, working on my reads and my eyes, and just working on pass rush moves and just getting it bag for real, just getting it back for real. And then just rest too. Rest. Rest is another important thing. A lot of people don't realize that if you get rest, if you get some good rest, your body will be good. I feel like that's where a lot of
Absolutely.
injuries come from is people overworking themselves. So
Absolutely. And so well, yeah, so I know it was camp season and everything. Did you what all camps did you hit this year for us the summer?
this year I didn't hit camps, but my sophomore year I hit a couple. I hit Kent State, Toledo, Miami, um, and I think those are my three. But this year I had just went to a couple junior day visits, a couple spring visits, and really
Yeah,
lately I've been really focused on the camps with our changes in coaching staff and stuff like that. I really wanted to stay in town, get like gain a good
get
bond with our new
acclimated.
coaching staff before I worry about the next level and doing college campus because those are always around. College coaches are always going to be around. We're going to have film when the season starts. So yeah,
Right, absolutely, man. So so what's the vibes with the team though? Let's talk about the team, just the chemistry with the team with the new coach, Coach Roden and everything.
it's actually really good. Like it feels like we use that brotherhood thing, but like it don't feel just like a brotherhood. It feel like they're a second family, like a home away from home. Like you could call them up and they'll be down for whatever. You need help with something, you need a ride, you need something, like they'll be down to help you. Like and I just feel like compared to the past 2 years, that's a huge change. Like last year we had it some, but we still had a little bit of animosity in the team. But this year is a huge change. We're all together. We're just one team. One tribe for sure.
Fact. So what would you think the animosity was for last year?
I just feel like once we start losing, people attitudes go downhill, and like I feel
Got
like
down,
it
yeah.
you start pointing fingers and stuff like that. That messes up team chemistry. So
Right, man. And yeah, last year, speaking of last year, it was, not the year that we wanted from you guys last year for sure, man. And then we know this year y'all put in that work to, get back in
mm,
top contention for that GMC, man. And it's definitely, you know, one game at a time, man. You already know, but we know GMC is definitely one of the top conferences, let alone in Ohio, let alone the country. You know what I'm saying? For
yeah.
sure, between the GMC and the GCL and Cincinnati in particular, man. So, just how you feel about just going into the season with the team, for as the schedule that you guys have. You got some
Mm,
tough games. For as of course, y'all got Wayne game one. Then y'all go to at Middletown, and then y'all got
mhm,
Coleraine and Sycamore back-to-back home games, and well, Lakota West as well. Three-game
mhm,
home stretch from Coleraine, Sycamore, Lakota West, and then y'all at Lakota East this year. Then you got Mason at home. Then you at
mhm.
Hamilton, and then you got Princeton for the senior night, which is going to be a special game for you
Yes,
specifically
sir.
for sure. And then y'all
Hmm.
going to at Oak Hills for their senior night. When Gabe told me that, I was like, "Oh, that's crazy! They got y'all playing. I got y'all all old ball coach. I mean, I got y'all new ball coach playing against his old team, man,
Oh
on
yeah.
their senior night. That's gonna be crazy, man. So, I mean, I'm looking at the schedule, man. Definitely a tough schedule, but it's
Mm,
feasible with the talent that you guys have. Because I think people right now they're just looking at your guys' record from last year and just thinking like, okay, they probably gonna be the same type of team from this past year. But so just tell us a little bit, just the motivation this year to get through this tough, strong, grueling schedule, and just to prove some of the doubters that's wrong out there amongst Cincinnati high school football.
yes, sir. I feel like the motivation is coming from our past 2 years. We look back on those past 2 years and just like we don't want that again. Like as
Right,
every football player would know is like if the game really means something to them, losing that many games really does hurt. So we look back onto that and it doesn't make us sad anymore. It pisses us off. So we want to come out and knock somebody head off now. So I just feel like that motivation come off from those past 2 years of the record. And we just looking for all the smoke this season.
right, man. And I'm definitely ready to see it, man, because I was sitting back, I've been watching y'all over the past years, the past couple of years. The first game I covered last year was our first game against Wayne,
Yes, sir.
and a lot of people was expecting that to be like a competitive game, even though it was competitive early. But then Dane Wayne they got
Yeah.
out a little bit, going into the second half. But just last year, y'all had a lot of close games lost
Yeah.
last year, kind of similar to like how the Bengals was last year, how they lost
Yes, sir.
several games under one score, and that was similar to you guys last year. What's that? That extra emphasis just to finish. Some of those close games this year.
Um, just work, just like I said, like those past 2 years, every single game we lost. I wouldn't say every single game, but like looking back on my sophomore season, every single like most of the games we lost was lost by a touchdown or less. So it's just
Right.
it's like it's
It's been
just
like that the
finishing.
last 2 years for y'all. That
Yeah,
that's the crazy part. The last 2 years, even Tylen's senior year.
yeah. And it's just looking back on that, it's like keeping our heads up. Number one is like once we get a touchdown scored on us or something like that, doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Doesn't mean it's the end of the game. We got to push through this diversity and finish through. Pull up with a touchdown. Pull up with an interception. Pull up with a fumble. Pull up whatever we can to win that game.
Facts, facts, man, facts. So all right, so we can talk about it. So Lord, so pregame, what you like to do? A lot of players got pregame rituals and stuff and everything. As far as what they do, I remember myself, my pregame ritual. I used to, be listening. I'll be in my zone, listening to music and
Yes, sir.
stuff, and being turned up. I was the real like outgoing, outspoken guy on the field, a lot of energy and everything. So, tell me what's your pregame ritual starting off before the game.
Um. So normally I'm a music type of guy. I like to listen to music. I'm normally the one that's on aux in the locker room, so I normally hop on aux, play some good music, like play some rap here, and then we might slow it down a little bit sometimes, and then sleep. I like to sleep before games. Make sure I'm hydrated too. That's number one. Drink a lot
Yeah.
of waters. Make sure I'm hydrated because cramping, not for me.
Facts. So what's the music that you playing to turn up for the game?
Oh man, I like to play
You can
Lil
give me
Baby.
various. You can give me various.
Yeah, Lil Baby. What else? We like King Von too. We play Drake sometimes too. One called Bloodhound Lil Jeff. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it's a whole bunch. It's a whole variety. The playlist is
Whole
huge.
variety. Facts, facts, man. So
So,
all right, pregame meal.
oh, hmm, that's tough. I say the best one I've had was probably Barbecue City. That
Okay.
was tough, but the one I'd probably say was best for my body was a sandwich from like Jersey Mike's or Subway or something like that. I feel like
Yeah.
clubs are the best thing for your body before a game.
Yeah, that's
Me,
what Gabe said.
Gabe,
Gabe said Subway.
yes sir. Me, Gabe, Kane Fisher as well. Those are the best thing to eat before a game.
Thanks, man. So go ahead and tell me a little bit about the camaraderie around the senior class, man, which I can tell from my personal experience, in high school playing at Fairfield. My senior year was, a big year for me where, I
Mm,
was, I wasn't out partying and stuff for us the off season. It was just all preparation, getting ready for the senior season and the crump like my senior year, I think we had about probably like 11 people graduate and play with us my senior year, which was crazy because we started off my freshman year at Fairfield. We started off with like 50 kids, and like going into eighth grade, we had over 100. So it was just like
yeah,
as the year go by, a lot of people started you know going into different things and different sports and just doing other stuff and stuff. And so you see a lot of people drop off, but the
yeah,
camaraderie I remember though from my guys that I played ball with my senior year that was from my senior class. It was special. You know what I'm saying? It was special, especially
yes sir.
that senior year for me. I was captain that year, so it was real important for me to lead the team as much as possible, man. So tell me a little bit about the camaraderie around the seniors, as far as your
Yes.
class.
I think it's really special ever since our freshman year and how our freshman year went down. We got a really big senior class first off. And second off, freshman year really brought us together as a team. Freshman year we lost our first game, then we started going in. We went 3-1. Then we lost Gabe Ross at running back and our quarterback, and we lost the receiver as well. So like
Yeah.
everything went downhill from there. And then like from there we just all started getting closer, like of course we was losing, but we still mess around as a team. We still like have that team bonding time. So and now it's even better, it's even stronger. Like I said, we always willing to slide for each other no matter what.
Facts. And you just kind of reflect and think about, where y'all were from ninth grade going up now. Like this is senior year, so y'all the big dogs this year as far as the team and everything. And y'all the leaders of the younger guys in the locker room, man. So just tell
Yes,
me a
sir.
little bit as far as your leadership going into the senior year as far as your guys.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me now. Like it started this year. I took the decision like, I mean, football won't be around for like I won't be in high school forever playing football. So I need to leave an impact on the younger guys. So is as little as from giving them a ride or teaching them how to have better technique in the weight room or on the field. Just having talks with them when they're down, when they're struggling with something, or even being there when they happy on their good moments. So like it's just being there for your little guys. As long as you're there for them, they gonna look up to you always. You are like, we could say their hero, like especially the little league guys. Like we just had our
Yeah, the
youth
youth
camp
camp.
too.
Yeah.
So youth camp, and that was a big thing for me. Like I liked helping coach the little guys, teaching them new techniques and stuff like that. So
Right. So yeah, tell me a little bit as far as Coach Roden, how you feel Coach Roden is dealing with as far as like the Fairfield program as a whole, because as a head coach, you have to
yes, sir.
deal with Fairfield community as a whole, far as from little league on up to you guys. So tell me a
Yes,
little
sir.
bit as far as how Coach Roden is handling being the CEO of the Fairfield program as a whole, far as from little league on up to you guys.
So yeah, when he came in, he was like he knows he's the varsity coach and stuff, but like he also wants to start with the young guys too. Like the young guys are the future of Fairfield, and we don't want them transferring or something like that. We want to
Right.
work them and show them like different ways of this game and stuff like that. So he's starting with the younger guys. He's working with the little league teams. He's working with the middle school teams. Everything. He's working with the freshman teams. He's not leaving nobody out.
Right, absolutely, because I think that's huge for any coach in high school football, especially out here in Cincinnati, in the greater Cincinnati, that you
Yes, sir.
build with, little league on up to Pee Wee. That's very valuable because right now you see it out here in high school football. It's coming like college out here as far as the portal, man. You got kids hitting,
Oh, sure.
switching schools, especially with open enrollment and stuff now.
Yes,
Like the
sir.
game is crazy, man. And I've been talking to a few of my guys as coaches, and they talk about how crazy it is for as some of these kids, transferring to other schools and them trying to keep kids on the roster that that they feel is valuable and everything. So it's definitely the wild, wild west in high school football right now, as far as the portal aspects. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. And
That's
I know you
another
guys got
thing.
a couple guys too. Go ahead.
That's another thing for us. We lost a lot of guys to the not transfer portal, sorry, the transfer into other schools, and like
Yeah.
people think, oh yeah, we lost that guy because he transferred, or just because he transferred, we gonna be trash. Now that don't mean no. We still coming back. Just because we lost that person, he wasn't our whole team. That other person was our whole team. So like, and then it's
Right.
also
Then
the
y'all
way we
had some
start
guys
too.
come
So
in too. Like, Gabe was telling me that y'all had some guys come in too. So I mean, even though
yeah,
when you do lose a couple, you gain a couple as
yeah,
well.
yes sir.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So all right, so we can break down. So all right, as far as defensive lineman, tell me your um top. You can give me top five college or NFL. You can your top five uh, D linemen. Currently, you can get currently or all time. Do both.
Um, Aaron Donald for sure. His game is just fire. He's physical. He's fast. He's smart. You got all of the above. Micah Parsons for sure. Um, We gonna go TJ Watt.
Hmm.
Um, I'm trying to think who else. Um, those my top three for sure. Like those are the really main three that I be watching. I don't think I got my top five. I got my top three
Okay,
down.
three. That three is
My,
cool. Three is cool.
yeah.
So let me ask this. Along with that question, who
Mhm.
do you model your game after?
I try to mix it between Micah Parsons and Aaron Donald because
Hmm.
how we running our defense is you're gonna be playing everywhere on that line. So obviously
Right.
Micah Parsons is more of an edge rusher. So when I come to my rushing stuff, I try to model after him. And then Michael Aaron Donald had everything in bag, but like when it comes to run stop and stuff like that, I would try to model after him.
Yeah, facts, man. And I definitely see like both of those guys in your game, as far as just watching watching the film on you, bro. Because
Yes,
you
sir.
know you got great leverage, you powerful, and you got a great IQ in there, going after the ball in your pursuit for the ball. Like you're
Yes,
nonstop. Like you would go chase a ball down the field. You know what I mean? The running back or wide receiver down the field running, and you're going to chase them. Like you know what I mean? So. And a lot of guys, the big guys in the trenches, they ain't doing that. They get
yeah.
past the second, third line of the fence, then they like, oh, it's cool. We giving up on the play from there. But like I said on that last play, it showed me everything I needed to see with you, because I just see like the hunger as far as like talking to you, the Gabe, and talking to you. This, seeing the hunger that you guys have for this season, man, and it's real appreciative just to see you guys, gear up and stay locked in and focused on this year, man.
Yes, sir.
And
I feel
just
like
gonna talk about it a little bit. So y'all got go ahead. You got something to say? Go ahead.
I feel like that's another thing we got like worked into us is pursuit to the ball. Pursuit to the ball. All 11 hats to the ball. As long as you got
Right,
11
Red
hats to the
Swarm.
ball.
We used to call it Red Swarm back in the day. Red Swarm. All
Red
11
score.
hats to the ball.
Oh,
That's what we called it back in the day, man. And I just see this year, going in first game, Dane Wayne. I asked Gabe this question, man. I know you. So this our senior year. So your sophomore year, you played at Wayne. So how was the experience playing that day Wayne your sophomore year? Because I can tell you from my personal experience, I played there twice. I know it
mhm,
get crazy up there. I remember my sophomore year. We came in. They had this guy Greg Orton. He
mm,
played wide receiver. He was like 6'4", blazing speed. Probably had like ran a 4.3. This kid was a star at Day Wayne. He ended up going to Purdue. And I remember out the gate, like we come in, they had the lights going, they fans going crazy, and then the band was playing the clips, the grinding beat and everything. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a long night, man, tonight. And right out the gate, boom, Greg Orton off for 90 some yard kick returning out the gate, first play of the game. I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, this is gonna be crazy tonight if it's gonna start like this, man. So, and it was crazy. Like we had a good game with Dane Wayne, but they ended up pulling out on us at least by a couple scores. But it was exciting just playing in that atmosphere as far as Dane Wayne. So, just tell me about your experience that first time your sophomore year playing in Dane Wayne.
that was probably one of the top experience I've ever had. Like the atmosphere. Their student section is loud. Then with the cannons going
Yeah,
off and they score a touchdown and the lights and then all that. But like also, Fairfield, like you would think, Fairfield and Wayne a little minute from each other. Fairfield popped out too, so that stadium was bumping that night, especially with it being the first game of the season. So it's gonna be like that this year, even better. But this time we coming home with the dub.
absolutely, man. So so a lot of course, with the season, GMC, of course, one of the best conferences as we mentioned earlier. Um,
Yes, sir.
what's the toughest place y'all done played at that you feel?
Uh, Last season I would say Coleraine. Even though we beat them with the Heat, that was a tough game for us. That was a really tough
Yeah.
game for us.
Yeah,
So
Colerain, of course, they was 0-10 last year, and
yes,
which
sir.
they like it's crazy to think about Colerain for us just their strong history that they had where
Yeah.
they were defeated the last 2 years, and with I believe this year they're going to be a little bit better with Coach Stevens over there. From
Yeah,
coming over from out healthy. So Cole Rain definitely should get back a little bit on track. But I got y'all.
sure.
I got my guys in that one, man. With
Yes,
them
sir.
boys over there from Cole Rain, man. My guys, you feel me? So I got my Indians, man, for sure. And so with we already know, man. Tell us about the experiences playing at Fairfield over this past, from middle school ball up until now. Just your experience and just going into your senior year, just kind of just you know reviving of the moment. You know what I mean?
Sure. Um, I feel like it's a really awesome experience, honestly. Like we have our ups and downs, but we all still come together as a huge brotherhood, as a huge family, as a huge team. We still close. We no matter what's going on, no matter if we in school, outside of school, in football, outside of football, whatever it is, we always rocking for each other. And like I think that's one of the first things I noticed when I first started playing football is like the relationships you build with other people.
Yeah,
You'll meet people on that team that you would never thought you would ever like be close with, and now you just like best friends with them. Like you doing everything with them. So like I feel like that's the number one thing that I've noticed so far as relationships I built with other people.
absolutely, man, absolutely. So you could, other than the Dayton Wayne game, what other games this year are you looking forward to?
Um, I'm gonna say, of course, the top two teams in our conference, West and Princeton. Um,
Yeah, I was
Mason for
at the
sure.
West game last year too. I covered that game, and that was another game where it was close beginning, and then West got out a little bit in the second half. But
Yeah,
West, like y'all, I was so proud of how y'all played though in that first half. I was like, man,
for
because
sure.
a lot of people picked against y'all. Of course, me and my dog. I don't know if
Right.
you see my boy Say Man Sports Talk or on
Mhm.
over there on IG. Me and him and my boy Jay Crook, we did predictions throughout the whole year of like all the games and stuff. So I was cooking up on the predictions. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was cooking up pretty good last year. So I can't wait for this year. But yeah, that West game, man, it was just a real like a moment where I've been there. I've been there as far
Yeah.
as like being on the sideline where you close in the game and then you go down a couple scores and you trying to fight back and then the team, some players on the team get down, and
Yes,
I was one of those big guys where I was real outspoken where I'm trying to keep the guys uplifted, and
sir.
because once you get a few players on your team down and the whole aura of the team, that it just draws on the whole aura of the team. You know what I mean? So you can tell me a little bit about that. As far as this, you spoke on a little bit earlier, but you can break it down a little bit in deeper layers as far as this too.
Yeah, so basically, like you just said, like one guy down, the whole aura of the team going down. So like I feel like after that, like let me think of an example. Like they score a touchdown, one guy put their head down, like man, we finna lose this game or something happened. The next guy gonna be like that. The next guy, it's gonna spread out to the whole team, and then it's just like huge animosity, and everybody starts pointing
Whole
fingers.
domino effect.
Yeah, nobody wants to take responsibility of what they did. Now I feel like this year's changed a lot. There's no finger pointing at all. Everybody's taking responsibility for what they did, and is like they're being coachable. That's the number one thing too, is being coachable after they make that mistake. So yeah, I feel like that's the
Absolutely.
one thing that can destroy a team is attitudes and animosity.
Facts, man. Facts, facts. So you said you looking forward to the Princeton and the
Hmm.
West game. Of
And
course, the rivals, man. Big Blue, the rival. You know, what I'm saying the Route Four rivalry that we have with Blue, and
mm-hmm.
no, that's the game that I always look forward to. Like it used to be where we used to have that game last on the schedule. Like it'd be like the second to last game on the
Yes,
schedule.
sir.
But now with how they mix it up, adding that extra GMC game, now they switched the schedule up a little bit and stuff, man. So tell me a little bit about the rivalry with Big Blue. How you feel about the rivalry with Blue with y'all with Big Blue?
I think it's crazy. Like personally, I get to play last season against them due to an injury, but
Yeah,
man, it's probably one of the biggest rivalries in our conference. Like when it's that week, it's no wearing blue, not even saying the word blue. Like you got anything blue that's out the locker room that's nowhere to be seen. That's not even on school premises. Like we don't mess with that.
Facts.
And then just like the talking with the other players from the other team, like how we talk to each other, it sounds like we got something real going on. But at the end of the game, after each game, after the rivalry game, we all come together as like a big group and just it's GG's from there. So
Yeah, facts, man. And, oh, I be noticing because I be seeing y'all on IG, man. Seeing like seeing y'all be like Fairfield,
yeah.
players from West, players from Princeton, players from Blue, all going back and forth on IG. Like it'd be funny to watch it, man, because I'm like, man, we did not have this when I was playing, but it would have been so lit because I know I would have been popping my stuff to some of the other teams
Oh,
for sure, man. It's definitely fun to watch y'all do that, man, for sure, man. And all right, so this year, so no, tell us about tell us about your parents, how how supportive your parents is for as
um,
you on your football career.
yes, sir. My parents are a whole nother level supportive. Like they get me wherever I need to go on time. They come to every game to support. If they're not able to come, they're watching it on the TV on live stream or something like that. They
Yeah.
come. My mama helps with team meal plans and stuff like that. They work hard. They also come to like we got a little tailgating before games and stuff like that. They come and hang
Yeah.
out with other parents too, and they just support me all the way through. And not just my parents, my aunts and uncles too. Of course, my little brother's up here with me now. He's going into his sophomore year. He's playing O line. So
Okay,
they're
that's
always
cool.
yeah, they've always been there to support me day one, no matter what. Even when I was injured and I was standing on that sideline, they were still coming to watch me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely, that's great to hear, man. And shout out to your parents, man, for grooming you up into an amazing young man, man, and keeping you locked in and focused on the task at hand, man. And
Yes.
tell me some of your hobbies that you like outside of football.
Um, I like to so I'm planning on taking following my dad's footsteps and becoming a firefighter. So I've been
Okay.
interning at a fire department, Liberty Township Fire Department. I also like to do martial arts. I'm a black belt in Shotokan karate. I also
Oh
do
wow.
weightlifting. I love weightlifting. That's probably my number one thing is lifting, just in the
Yeah, I
gym,
meant to ask
lifting.
you about that. As far as you in the room in the weight room, man. So
Yes,
what you
sir.
benching and squatting up there, man?
Uh, right now 320 squat or not 320 squat bench, and then for my squat, I don't really do like to do squat max because I'd be scared I'm gonna injure
Max
myself.
out,
But
yeah.
like
So
then the last time I squat max was 400. Like I actually tried to max was 400, but
yeah,
now I'm just like I'm gonna
yeah. This
go
is
with the
more just
floor.
reps and just endurance, just building
Yeah,
up stamina. Yeah.
yes, sir.
Okay. So talking speaking of that, um, tell us about far as the no, sorry, I know some of the schools. I know you got some interest for some schools. You tell us about some of the schools that's interested in you right now.
Right now, I hold one offer from Marietta College in Marietta, Ohio. Right now, so it's them. I got interest from Thomas More University. I got a lot of D2s.
Yeah.
Wabash, Wash University. Um, where else? Where else? It's a couple more. I just can't remember the name. I'm bad with these college
Oh,
names,
you all
man.
good. You all good. You all good.
And
So yeah, you
those are my main four for real. Yeah, those are my main four for real. And then I also got Tiffin a little bit. They text me a couple of times, and then I talked to Lake Erie for a little bit too. So
all right. So all right, let's go. So the interest is there, which is we're gonna have more interest going into this year, man. You know what I'm saying? Fully healthy the whole year, ball out,
mhm.
put up some great numbers. The interest is gonna get up there and hope we get this interest from these D1 coaches. That's what we
Oh yeah,
want. We want the D1. We want the
yes,
full
sir.
Scullies out here, man. So we definitely gonna push and
Yes,
make
sir.
that happen, get that happening because we know you're gonna work and put that work in, man. And we speaking everything in the the no prophecy for sure, bro, for sure.
Yes, sir.
So with Fairfield, man, so I don't know if it like do y'all as far as the history of Fairfield, man, um I remember my year, of course, my year, I don't know if y'all remember my guy Ken Snee, he was like he was probably second behind Earl Haynes. Earl Haynes was the all-time rusher in Fairfield history. And if you seen like footage of Earl Haynes, he was a dog back in the day, like a pure dog. Going into my boy Travis Scott, Travis Cox, then my boy Kenny Sneed, and then you had Jaton McClain coming after that, and my boy Antoine Moore from that '05, '06 team. I don't know. I know you played with my boy Anthony Elliott last year. He was a senior last year. His dad, Dewey
Yes, sir.
Elliott was one of the best ever in Fairfield. Like,
Yes, sir.
um, best ever at linebacker at Fairfield back in the day, man. So it's so many, great, names that came out of Fairfield and stuff. Of course, recently you got Eric Al and playing for the Bengals, and then you got um, can't think of his name. I can't think of his name right now. I was going to tell him something. Played O line for the Bengals and stuff, and went to Clemson. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't think of it. Shoot.
I can't think of his name because we used to go crazy about
Yeah.
him over with the Bengals, talking to the Bengals though. But yeah, a lot of great talent out of Fairfield, man. And just tell us a little bit. Tell us some guys, what I'm saying, other than yourself, to look for as far as the team this year and this 2025 team that y'all got. Tell us some names or some guys so some of the fans out there can get familiar with, some of the guys from the team.
Yes, sir. So number one, our quarterback, Dominic back. He's coming back crazy this season. He was number 4 3 in the league last year for passing yards, so he come back crazy. This is offensively wise. We also got Serrano Floyd at wide receiver, Greg Lawrence. And then for our running back core, we also got Mike LeFew, and then we got um Mason. I can't remember his last name. And then for O line wise, we got Big Cam, and then we got Angel Canedo as well on all O line. So we got a good group of guys on offensively, defensive wise. We got Gabe Ross, of course, Marcos Titerman, Axel Rogers, and then we got Khalil Small, Josiah Leonard, and
Hmm.
then we got John Apperson too. He's playing both sides of the ball, so he'll be at receiver and DB this year. Um, Manny Weems for show, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's other dogs on the team for real, but like those are my top guys right there.
Yeah, to look out for sure, man. And with the guys, everybody, like I said before, people's they looking at y'all last year, looking at the record last year, but they don't know the true talent within this team, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm just real excited just to see what you guys got going in store, man, for this year. And I can't wait to
So,
cover you guys and cover you for sure in particular. What I'm saying? Continue to do so,
so,
man. And I just want to say definitely honor have you on today, man.
oh
Just
yeah,
politics and just having a conversation, talking about your career and talking about Fairfield ball and high school ball in general and everything, man. And
sir.
I'll just say one thing, man, just to let you know, this your senior year. Enjoy your senior year as much as possible, man. The senior
Yes,
years,
sir.
they hit when they get there, you like, damn, I'm a big dog now, I'm senior and everything. But
Yes, sir.
you just want to relish every moment, you know what I'm saying? Especially, your senior football season for sure. Relish every moment of this,
Yes, sir.
man. Cherish it and stay focused and locked in, man. Always keep God first. Keep God first and foremost. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
and you got a great head on your shoulders, man. Your parents have done an amazing job with you, man. And I'm just excited to see what God has in store for you for this senior year, man. For real, man.
Yes,
And
sir.
we've been trying to
Sir.
get this
Um,
conversation going the last couple of weeks, so we finally got it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For sure, finally got it.
yes, sir.
I was like, I got it. We gonna do this. We gonna do this show today. We gonna do this show. We
Yeah,
gonna make it happen, man. So we definitely made it happen, man. And this is
for
actually the
sure.
longest conversation episode I've had. So I'm definitely honored to have this. We had great dialogue on this show for sure, man. And
Definitely,
go ahead and tell the people's
yeah.
where to look up, where to look you up, where to follow you at on social media and everything, man.
Uh, Instagram. Give me one second.
Are you
Let me
good?
find the ads. I don't be keeping tracks of the. That's real.
Are you all good?
We got Instagram at uh JT.Traore Traore 11. And then go ahead and then Twitter too. We got Twitter is Joseph JOSEPH Traore Traore 26, class of 2026.
Okay.
So if y'all wondering where that come from, it's from my middle name. So
For sure, man. And you already know, man. Um, we gonna definitely link back up, man, for sure.
oh yeah,
And do this again. I hope we're gonna get some of the more of the guys on here. You know what
yes
I'm saying?
sir.
Going into leading into week one. You know what I'm saying versus Dayton Wayne. And let me ask this before we go off. How you feel about Dayton Wayne in this first game? I meant to ask you this. So how you feel about the
Yeah.
first game going in? Because Dayton Wayne, they're explosive over there. They got Jameer Brown, Ohio State commit,
Mhm.
man. So tell us a little bit about game one, how you feel going into game one, and you can talk about I meant to ask about as far as the scrimmage that you guys have coming up in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, so I'm really excited to go into week one. Like I'm ready to show everybody the craft we've been working on and how hungry we are to get out there and knock somebody head on. Also, we our second scrimmage, right before week one, we're scrimmaging Elder at their field. So I feel like that's gonna be a really big scrimmage. Obviously, Elder has a huge stadium, so that energy is gonna be different. I'm really
That's your
excited to
first
scrimmage
time
them
playing
as
it.
well.
It's gonna be your first time at the pit playing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now that I swear that's one of the best stadiums in all of high school football around the country. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
scrimmaged there. I want to say was it my I think I scrimmaged there. It was my sophomore year, and we played. They had this running back for Elder named Bradley Gladhard, where he went up going to UC, and he was a dog. And that Elder, that was around the time where Elder they was winning. They was in. They had a little run with the state championships a little bit around that time in the early 2000s, man. So it's definitely a fun experience playing at the pit for sure, man.
Yeah, knowing they one of the top teams not only in the state but probably in the country as well, and we go in there to, show people what we able to do against teams like that. So it's gonna be a really good experience.
Absolutely, man. And I can't. And Dayton Wayne, man, that game gonna be crazy, man.
Oh
It was crazy last year. I can't wait to watch this game against Dayton Wayne this year, man, because it's gonna be
yeah,
electric in that game, man, for sure, man. So this was a great one, man, bro. Man, salute to you,
yes,
bro.
sir.
You already know. Stay
Yeah,
tapped in with me, man. We gonna chop it
yes,
up. You know what I'm
sir.
saying? Let me know any updates with the guys and stuff. And then, some of the
Yeah,
guys want to come on, of course. Some of the other guys, we'll get them
for
on
sure.
too as well, man, for sure, bro. Like,
I'll
I'm
let
just
you
trying to
know for
build
sure.
with the team, man, build with y'all
Mm,
as much as possible. And, push you guys on my platform as much as possible as I can, man.
sir.
And appreciate you, bro, coming on today, man,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure, man. And, salute to you on this senior season, man. Keep working,
sir.
keep grinding, stay focused, man. Keep God first, man, and everything is going to work itself out, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on here for sure. It was a good talk. And stay blessed, man. Stay blessed for sure.
Absolutely, bro. Salute, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. All right. You have a good one, bro.
You already know, good one.
Yes, sir.
Yep. That was another episode of a conversation with Cam J right there. You know what I mean? Anybody watching this on the playback, like and comment on the playback for sure. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to Cam J Network, man. Support the grind, man. We working. And this was another episode of a conversation with Cam J. And we are out.